Have you ever scanned a QR code, paid for something, and seen the money reach the shopkeeper almost instantly? It feels so fast that it almost seems like magic. But behind the scenes, several systems are working together to make that payment happen in just a few seconds. Every day, millions of people use UPI to pay for groceries, food, fuel, and online purchases. Yet most of us never think about what happens after we tap the pay button. So how does money move from your account to someone else's so quickly? In this video, we'll follow the journey of a UPI payment step by step and see how it all works. Many people think their money is stored inside the UPI app, but that's not actually true. Whether you use Google Pay, PhonePe, Paytm, or any other UPI app, your money remains in your bank account. The UPI app simply acts as a secure bridge between you and your bank. When you make a payment, the app helps send instructions to the banking system, but it doesn't hold your money itself. Think of it like a remote control for your bank account. The remote control doesn't contain the TV channel, it simply sends commands. In the same way, UPI helps you access and move money from your bank account without storing the money itself. The journey of a UPI payment usually begins with a QR code. When you scan the QR code using your UPI app, the app reads the information stored inside it. This information typically includes details about who should receive the payment, such as the merchant's UPI ID or bank account information. The QR code itself doesn't contain any money. It's simply a quick and convenient way to share payment details without typing them manually. Once the QR code is scanned, your app automatically fills in the receiver's information and prepares the payment screen. In simple terms, the QR code tells your app exactly where the money needs to go. Once you enter the amount and tap the pay button, your UPI app creates a payment request. This request contains important information such as who is sending the money, who should receive it, and how much money needs to be transferred. The app then sends these instructions through the UPI system to your bank. At this stage, no money has moved yet. The app is simply saying, this customer wants to send this amount to this person. Think of it like sending a message before taking an action. The UPI app's job is to communicate the payment request quickly and securely so the banking system can begin processing the transaction. After receiving the payment request, your bank needs to make sure the transaction can actually happen. The bank checks whether your account has enough money to complete the payment. It also verifies that the transaction is valid and that you have authorized it using your UPI PIN. This step helps keep the payment secure and prevents unauthorized transactions. If everything looks correct, the bank approves the request and prepares to send the money. If there isn't enough balance or something doesn't match, the transaction is rejected. In simple terms, your bank acts like a security checkpoint, making sure everything is correct before any money is allowed to move. Now comes the part that makes UPI so powerful. Your bank and the receiver's bank may be completely different, but they still need a way to communicate with each other. This is where the UPI network comes in. Think of it as a communication system that helps banks exchange information quickly and securely. The UPI network receives the payment request from your bank and passes it to the receiver's bank. It doesn't store the money itself. Instead, it helps both banks coordinate the transaction. You can think of UPI as a messenger that carries instructions between banks. Without this network, transferring money instantly between different banks would be much more difficult. Once both banks have communicated through the UPI network and the payment is approved, the money is transferred from your bank account to the receiver's bank account. This entire process happens electronically and usually takes only a few seconds. You don't see the complex communication happening in the background, but the banks are working together to complete the transaction safely and accurately. The money leaves your account and is credited to the receiver's account almost instantly. Whether you're paying a shopkeeper, a friend, or an online business, the goal is the same: move money quickly from one bank account to another. This is the moment when the actual transfer of funds takes place. Once the money has successfully reached the receiver's account, both sides are immediately informed. You receive a message on your phone confirming that the payment was successful, and the receiver gets a notification that money has been received. This is why shopkeepers often hear a payment sound or see an instant confirmation on their screen. These notifications are important because they let both parties know that the transaction has been completed successfully. Without this confirmation, people wouldn't know whether the payment went through or not. In just a few seconds, the money is transferred, both banks are updated, and both users receive confirmation that the payment is complete. One reason UPI feels so fast is that the entire process happens digitally. In the past, transferring money often involved paperwork, bank visits, or long waiting times. With UPI, banks communicate with each other electronically in real time. The payment request, account verification, fund transfer, and confirmation all happen within seconds. There is no need to handle cash or wait for someone to manually process the transaction. Computers and banking systems do the work automatically in the background. That's why you can scan a QR code, make a payment, and receive confirmation almost instantly. UPI is fast because the entire process is digital and highly automated. Now we can see what UPI really does. Many people think UPI stores or moves money itself, but that's not quite accurate. Your money always remains in bank accounts. UPI's main job is to help banks communicate with each other quickly and securely. It carries payment instructions from one bank to another, helps verify the transaction, and ensures the money reaches the correct account. You can think of UPI as a messaging system for money. Just as a messaging app helps people exchange information, UPI helps banks exchange payment instructions. That's why you can send money to almost anyone in just a few seconds using nothing more than a phone and a bank account. There's always more to discover. Like, share and subscribe to Beyond Basics for more fascinating videos made simple.